Hi, this is Atsushi. Thank you so much for watching my video. Today I'm gonna talk about voicing without third and seventh. When we first learn jazz, especially the chord, we first learn third and seventh is a very important note to voice a chord because it defines what type of that chord is. But in a real situation, pianists do not always play the chord with third and seventh. Have you ever heard Herbie Hancock talking about butter notes? Sorry for my pronunciation, I cannot really pronounce a butter. Butter is the food that you want put on toasted bread. Butter, B-U-T-T-E-R, butter. You can find out on YouTube like Herbie Hancock space butter note or whatever. But it's basically that when he was playing in Miles Davis group, and Miles told Herbie that don't play butter note, and Miles didn't tell Herbie that what butter note is, but then so Herbie was kind of confused of what he meant by a butter note. So he thought about that, and his conclusion was butter note is obvious note. For him, it's a third and a seventh. So he stopped playing, always play third and seven in the chords. So he said then his voicing kind of opens up for many possibilities. So it sounds a little difficult. I mean, if there is, it sounds like no rule. You can play whatever you want on any type of chord. It sounds too overwhelming. Like there is no clue how you can decide what note you voice. Let's say over C major or over C dominant seventh, whatever. So today I'm gonna show one idea that I really love using it, and I believe it helps a lot of people. So let's try out not to play third and seventh. Okay, let's get started. So when voicings sound good, one reason is the shape, the structure of the chord is good. Like, let's take an example as a C major seventh. It's built on a third. It's kind of traditional way to make a voicing, voicing. So this one, let's say everyone knows it, but it has a lot of possibilities. For example, you may not use this voicing as a C major seventh chord because there is no extension, pretty note, color note, I don't know how you call it, like 9th, sharp 11, 13th, those kind of thing. But you may use that as a minor 9th, right? So when playing a chord without third and seventh, if the structure is good, it would sound good. For example, let's do that. This shape, this C, E, G, B note as a F major seventh, and I love a shape of drop too. There is no third. I have a seventh though, so 9th, 5th, major 7th, and sharp 11th. but it would sound major 7th chord, especially if I play this in a progression. For example, 2-5-1 situation, G minor 7, C7, and F major 7th, and I use this. Did you hear that? I also care about voice reading. It's a chromatic ascending line. Because I know I wanna end up with here, and if I start here, okay, this sounds cool. So I think you hear this is not dark, like you don't think this is a minor chord. You know, it's already defines major 7th and sharp 11. It implies that this is major 7th. So let's stick with this shape, but try different bottom note. What I like, I often use is this is D7 sus4, but this actually has important note like 4th and 7th, so let's not do this. How about this? Bottom is B, and I use the same voicing. I would call this sus4 altered, like sus4 and the flat line, the flat 13th, and the root. So this is based upon Phrygian scale. This sounds cool, even though this doesn't have a 7th. Instead, this has a 4th though. But it's kind of unusual sound if you only play standards, because standards doesn't tell you play a Phrygian chord. Sometimes you can use that though. This is another example not to play a 3rd or 7th. So my basic idea is use a structure that you already know, and you already know that sounds good, and you are familiar to inversions as well, and try to find a good root, a good bottom note that works well. So that was a concept. So next time I'm gonna show you how I apply that concept over actual song, maybe standards, because many times we need to play jazz standards and we wanna, have more vocabulary to voice those, beautiful songs. So see you next time. Thank you so much for watching.